In a previous video where I talk about CAS numbers, I said that if two materials have a different name but the same CAS number, then it's most likely the same liquid but with a different name. And I was wrong. This is not always the case. And so I'm making this video to correct my falsely claim and show you what I've learned so far. Now, it is true that materials with the same CAS number will likely smell very similar, but what is not true is that it's the same liquid. I started wondering about this because I bought Super, Sylvamber, and Timbersilk, which is pretty much the same material. At least that's what I thought. And to me, they smell very similar. They have some difference, I can't tell it, but it's very similar to the point where I would feel confident to use all of them in place of each other, at least at the current point of my nose training. But I did ask my supplier how I did different, and this is what he said. He said, Super has the lowest amount of what is called the gamma isomer. Timbersilk has more of this isomer plus traces of amber extreme. It was an IFF base but still very popular. Sylvamber has more of a different isomer, and there are a few others on the market as well, but that's the main thing to know. Although they have one CAS number, they are blends of different very similar molecules, because when they make them in the factory, they end up making a bunch of different isomers as part of the chemical process, same with hedione and other things as well. So the product itself commercially is a mix of those things, and different commercial qualities exist which have different characteristics because they contain different amounts of each isomer. I will not pretend that I understand this, what is isomer and how exactly they differ, but what I can tell is that it's not the same liquid. So even though they smell similar to me, pretty much the same, and they have the same CAS number, they are slightly different. I'm not saying that every material with the same CAS number and a different name will be different like this, but some materials in such a situation are different enough to be worth having all of them, and at least try and see which one you like most. In case you're wondering how these three materials differ, how I would say they differ, it's quite a challenge. Sylvamber to me smells more like dry and more like a pencil, but just very little. And it was the easiest to smell out of all of these three. To my nose, these materials are very evasive. I can't smell them for more than 1 second. And Sylvamber seems to be the easiest to smell. Timbersilk seems to be the least easy to smell. And to me it feels like Super is stronger than Timbersilk. But don't take my word for it. Get all of these and see which one you like most. It is worth mentioning that Timbersilk came in a larger bottle, 30 ml instead of 10. So if price is an issue, I would probably get Timbersilk. But yeah, get all of them, see which one you like, and make your decision that way.